Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you. It's midday money on a Wednesday, WINS day, we like to call it. Welcome on into the show. Like, subscribe, ring that bell. If you're watching Facebook, YouTube channel, winning free picks, picks and parlays. Hello, everybody. In the description, there you go. We got actually even in the chat, I threw the Believe link up there. If you're on your Apple, your iHeart, Amazon, wherever you listen to your podcast, give me a follow on the Midday Money. Although I don't know. I look at it. I don't know how it comes up if there's followers on there. I don't even know. Still trying to figure it out. Although I do know that the French, a handful of Colombians, some cat in the Philippines, and 18 Canadians like me, besides us Americanos. So there's that. I got that going on for my life. I guess that's pretty good. All right. Let's hit a little recapping action of yesterday and what a woeful day it was. It's a terrible day. Terrible. I'm going to put the free picks up in the chat. Do what you will, because yesterday we take it 0-4 in the video with college basketball. 114 and 102 down $45 now. 1-5 with my premium college hoops. All dogs, can't get it done. I mean, we're still plus money. We're 306, 277. We're still up a little bit. 53-ish%. What am I going to do? I'm going to take a bad day. You're going to lose. And, I was talking to Russ Bender. I was doing a free pick show with him yesterday. And actually, it was the Xavier UConn game. And we're just talking about off the air, like, you have a good day and somebody writes in like, oh, bad day yesterday. Oh, bad day. Go 3-1. Like, it's a bad day. You bet crazy. Now, yesterday was a bad day. Go 1-5 and college bad. I don't go 1-5, but you're going to lose sometimes, folks. That's why we say money management. It is what it is. We win one day, you lose. You shouldn't have one day wipe you out. I just always feel bad because, especially after an 0-4 video day. Now, let's add it into a 0-5 because the Bulls lost in the video here with NBA. So we're down 3-10 in the video, 26-29. Hockey was a winner there, though, with the Bruins. How about on my premium 5, because I've had the Bruins last 2 times here at Brookline. 5 of my last 6 premium hockeys have hit. And in the video, they're the same ones here. So 20 and 25 plus 350 with our hockey. So excited about that. We got that going on for us. Now, today's picks, we'll get into them. It's try to bounce back. There's no guarantees in life, right? Death and taxes, what they say, the only thing guaranteed in life? Definitely taxes. Who knows death? I don't know. Maybe you bust out a Ouija board or some crazy crap. I don't know. But today, let's get to college basketball. Xavier plus 6.5. Samford plus 5. Forgot to put the little dash in there. Sorry. Chattanooga minus 2. A&M plus 4.5. San Diego State minus a touchdown on the basketball court. So that's only 2 3-pointers and a free throw. So not really a touchdown. It's not a one-score game like the NFL. But those would be the 5 picks for college. Hoops, NBA, a double dribble of plays. Warriors and the Raptors minus 3.5. Golden State plus 3.5 for Toronto. Again, 26-28. We're down $2 here. What? It is what it is. Is that correct? We're only down $2. I'll take it if that's the number. It is, so kind of almost normal here. We did have the money line with again, we're going a while back there to be only a couple games under 500 with NBA and be down just a little bit, but hey, it is what it is. We were actually, I think that is wrong because yesterday we're 26-28 minus $2. Was that correct? No, you know what? I didn't add the Bulls in. That's why. That's why I have minus 310 on my sheet because I did not add the Bulls to that. Okay, so I have to adjust that. I'm going to adjust that on the fly. I'm like, you know what? That's not right because I did say it wasn't in the chat, but we were going to use the Bulls. So I have to add. I was like, you know what? That is not right. And I try to keep them everything up to par. Again, sometimes I'll make a mistake, and you're here to help, but that is, it happens sometimes. It happens. It's not me being a scam artist. It's a mistake. Sorry. I'm sorry. If you're on the, again, Twittering out, we're out on the Twitter universe. You can go check out those plays as well. Mr. Sean Higgs. Hockey, no hockey today. We'll keep hockey 20 and 25. Moving on to hockey. NFL, again. That total, I think I see a 46. I'm in on a 45 and a half. It goes up. If I get a 47, wonderful. We'll see. Totals again, 34 and 14, 71% on the year. So we got that going well. No Tim today. So there's no Tim NBA. I apologize for that. But he's out. Little birthday action with his dad. I gotta say, I'm gonna. So I got the sweatshirt on. I was out this morning in my little gym area I have. I got a bench, I got a BOSU, I got a kettlebell. I do some exercises. So I found on like my little Instagram reel some new workouts. I gotta get back into it. I feel like I've just been. So this is my new little morning workout. So I do 5 jump squats, 5 push-ups, 5 low squats with the kettlebell, mountain climbers 5 times, lunges, more squats, closed fist push-ups, and some more jump jacks. And then I take a break. I do that 5 times. Not a lot. It took me a while. I'm still in my sweat here, but I did wash my face because I was like, oof. Gotta get back in it. I gotta get back into it. You know what? Real fast. I didn't print it out. I was about to, but I had something else I wanted to talk about. It was, real quick hit on MLB quick hit. MLB, just a real quick hit here for Major League Baseball. The Hall of Fame list came out. So Roland was there, whatever. But besides that, I was looking at some signings. So it's real fast on the Boston Red Sox. This is what I'm just going to talk about. We'll do some other baseball as pitchers and catchers are 25 days away. This pitching staff, Corey Kluber, 37. The guy throws 85 miles an hour. Chris Sale, who's thrown 48 innings the last 3 years. The Big Maple, James Paxton, injured all last year. That's what we're counting on? I mean, Pivetta, you have, and Whitlock and Bello, the youngsters. Yeesh. I don't know. I can't wait for baseball. But enough baseball. Let's do some commenting. Well, you know what? Let me just check on the YouTube universe real fast. Usually I have this loaded up, but I did not have it loaded up today. And hey, what am I gonna do? I forgot it. But it's rolling. Excellent. Anyway, all right, let's go here. I told you my little workout routine. That's what happens, especially after a bad night. You're like, I'm so annoyed. I gotta pull off some steam. So I hit do some cardio-esque workouts. Michael, good morning. How are you today? Not a good night. Memphis first quarter, first half money line. Warriors humiliate Memphis on Christmas. Memphis lost 3 straight. I just think the game means a lot more to them than the Dubs. Possibly. They just played. Is this why they're playing bad? They're waiting to get revenge on Golden State? I don't know. Marcoson has hit the like button for me. And Tim, I appreciate it. Again, this guy coming in causing trouble. Midday Money Podcast. Go get it. Give it a follow. Marco says Xavier plus 6 against Utah. UConn. Oh my goodness. Oh, let me pop out this comment again and put it back in. Marcos coming in. Xavier plus 6 against UConn. Fordham plus points against St. Bonnie's. And Sammy for plus 5 versus Money earning Furman. Okay, so Xavier in the chat, we have him here. That was a 7 yesterday. It's come down a bit. I'm not going to say no to any Fordham. What's this line? 3.5. Right in line with my numbers. Not running to bet that. Samford and Furman, though, is an interesting one. This one's come down a bit. I thought I saw like a 4 in this Furman. Am I right on that game? What's this formula in a 5 from a 7.5? I mean, I got to lean Furman because the number. Why is it coming down? I don't know. I'm sort of like it's right here. Samford plus 5. I mean, I like Firm because I thought, all right, that number is open at 7.5. Now it's down in the 5 range. No thanks. Don't forget Thailand. At least one dude in Thailand watches your show. Yeah, just but it didn't come up on the where it comes up for the states. I don't know where you're watching it. It didn't pop up for Thailand viewers. maybe it came up when you were in the Philippines. I don't know. Maybe it comes up. I don't know. How. Could be behind too. I don't know. Marco, South Florida plus 5.5 against Temple. It's come down. I lean South Florida. Yes. Northwestern against. I like Nebraska. Why? I'm not sold on Northwestern. No, thank you, Northwestern. Give me Nebraska. Texas Tech. I do like Texas Tech over West Virginia. Julie's in the house. Getting down with Chattanooga. She loves it. And San Diego State. She's on board with me. Both of those games in the free play area. Let's see how we do today, Julie. We need some wins. Bad loser yesterday. Had a losing day. I know a lot of shows don't have losing days. Hey, bro, I put the records up there. You see, we win, we lose. Doesn't kill us. Mavs killed my 19-leg parlay. Come on, Marcos. Oh my God. Looking at the over, Stephen F. Austin and Texas Grad Valley. What's this, 154? I'll go. You know what? Sure. You want to go over? Fine. I'm not betting that, though. Oklahoma State. Yeah, they definitely pooped the bed yesterday. What am I going to do? Oklahoma State. Thanks for that, Cowboys. It's one of my losers yesterday. Hey, what am I going to do? +8. Terrible. Dave likes my picks today. Appreciate it, Dave. Let's hopefully they all cash. We need a bounce back day. And the Bulls, yeah, that was. Hate the NBA. Hate it. Joaquim's in the house. What's up there? Joaquim, good to see you. Good afternoon to you. Brio the Money Man, here you go. Welcome on in, my Facebook friend. David's coming in. Seattle money line, Edmonton over 5.5 parlay at minus. At a +113. A little cold cash on the ice. Let's look at some Kraken against Vancouver. So the Canucks with their. They had the coaching change yesterday, right? Yeah, they won 5-2. I should have took those guys puck line. And who's the other one here? Edmonton, Oilers over Columbus. Yeah, these guys have been playing a little bit over games. Why not? You want to take the over 6.5? Sure. I mean, man, and Edmonton's a 380. Holy cow. Roberts in the house. Every good team seems to go through a funk. Thinking we're experiencing Xavier Funk now. UConn running them. UConn runs them out tonight. Okay. All right. I mean, last year these guys split. Like they each won by double digits on their home courts. I'm trying to. A Xavier Funk, they won by 13 on the road, put up 95 points last game out. They did lose to DePaul on the road. They beat Marquette by 4. They beat Creighton's pretty good by 3. They beat Villanova on the road by 8. They beat UConn by 10. They beat St. John's by 5 on the road. They beat DeHall by 3. Georgetown by 13 on the road. I'm just trying to figure out where this funk is. They've won 9 to 10. And as I mentioned, UConn hasn't won a road game in 9 years, but yet we've seen Xavier win 2 of their last 3 on the road here, true Big East road games. So if a team's having a funk, it is UConn, who have lost, 5 of 7. So they had lost 5 of 6 before beating Butler by 30, which Butler doesn't even count. I mean, you beat Creighton in between their 69-60. You covered that 8 points there with a 9-point win. You lost to Xavier by 10. You lost at Providence by 12. You beat Creighton at home. You go to Marquette, you lose there again. St. John's loser at home. Seton Hall, high. You lost that game again as a favorite. I mean, these guys, no thank you. No thank you, UConn. I can't lay that with you. I'm going to take Kent State last night minus points on my parlay. I made a mistake. I took Northern Illinois on money on plus 640, and it cashed. Wow. Moneyline plus 640 winner. Nice one. What did that parlay? Hold on. What did that parlay pay? If you had a 640 dog in there, what did that pay, Marco? So favorite loses every night in college hoops. Yeah, they do. College hoops. I mean, yeah, favorites lose. It happens. I mean, it's the worst when you go 1-4 and you take all dogs. That's a bad one. Because I can't take 5 fades and go 4-1. That's sure that can't happen. Tennessee 60.5. Yeah, you got some big lines tonight. Dem, Florida. Listen, should Tennessee roll over Georgia? Possibly. I mean, honestly, Georgia's covered a few times for us. We've mentioned them. I don't want to lay 16. Who do the Vols got up next? What do we got in this game here? Tennessee. I mean, Georgia's coming in a 3-point loss at home to Vandy. 6-point loss on the road at Kentucky. Mississippi win on the road. All right, so you have Tennessee off two SEC road wins. Now they're home laying 16, and they have Texas on deck in a game they lost last time they played 52-51. So maybe, not that it's a look-ahead spot, but do I want to lay 16 in a game you got to be up 20 most of the way to hang on for a win? I would not really interested in Tennessee here. Probably Tennessee next game against Texas. Yes. Wake over Pitt. What is this total? 149. I got no real opinion on the total there. I kind of want to lean a little Wake Forest, believe it or not, but not interested there. Maryland, Baltimore, right? Sure, we doing MBS, or is this supposed to be Baltimore County over to 144? I'm guessing that's NBC as opposed to Maryland Eastern Shore because the B is there. Who these guys got today? NJIT? That's who they're playing? Listen, I like my little schools. I don't know if I'm jumping to a total out of these guys. That's got to be a pass for me, fella. Sorry, Ms. St. Joe's GW. What do we got here? Over 150 to come down. This was a 153 last night, so now it's a 150. Probably, I'm still going to lean on the under there. Follow that money down. Follow it down. And Bradley, the Braves. I like Bradley. Do I want to lay 14 here, though? This is the problem. You've heard me say this, laying double kind of digit games. I don't like to do that, but how's Illinois State been? Lost 3 straight. OT win. On the road, lost by 2, lost by 12, win by 8. So they're in games. 42%. Bradley shoots 67% from the line. Is that right? Hold on. Let me see. Now, look at something like this. And this is why you just can't look at a blanket, how they shoot the ball kind of thing for Bradley. And you see 60-something percent. And then you flip on their 2 leading scorers are both at 80%. Third leading scorers at 72. Then the other guys at 64 and 58. Yikes. Yeah, you don't get involved with those cats. I don't know. Man, Bradley's got some bad shooters. Holy cow. What's this line? It's 14. It's gone up. I want to say, actually, believe it or not, I want to lean a little Bradley here now. I see the line's gone up. The money is on the dog. I'll take that into consideration. People like to do those kind of things. I guess I'm going to lean Bradley a little bit. David, congrats on your workout. Yeah, it's always, you know what, getting back into the gym. Now, I used to go to the gym all the time when I was younger. Like, I was at the gym like 5-6 days a week. I really did a good job But when you're home doing a gym, Dave, it's tough. There's just it was always like going to gym because you could see people like, you came in today. I'm gonna say hello. It's just nice to kind of by yourself. Difficult, dude. Procrastinating and you're don't want to do it. You just gotta. Really, especially if like get up early and then I have like an hour before I get the kids stuff together. So I try to do something just to get the blood going. It feels good. But just lonely. It's like when nobody's there. I don't know. Jessica, glad to start lifting again, man. It feels pretty good to get into. It does. And Jess, like you're rolling out benching 225 like offensive lineman. I'm not a big weight guy. I'm not. I'm naturally just this big anyway. Like no, even when I lifting at the gym, I have 17, 18-inch arms. They're just I'm a big cat. So all my weight is kettlebell swings. Um, light presses with like 25-pound dumbbells, push-ups, burpees, just functional kind of stuff. Gonna be 50 in a couple years, bro. I'm not trying to get yoked out. Marcos, thoughts on the Houston UCF game? 10-point spread. This was 8. It went to 10. Now, what do you think here? Houston gonna bounce back after that terrible loss and just run the Knights out of the building? I want to see them respond after a bad game before I bet them. Like I can't take UCF thinking I'm getting 10 here because I know Houston. I think still a good top 5 team. South Carolina and Florida again. This is like the Georgia-Tennessee game. Let's pull it up. I should have looked. I was just on the SEC page. I should have looked to see who they had up next. If it's going to be a little flat spot. K-State, will there be a little more Florida with Kansas State up next? Explosive K-State team on deck. I mean, South Carolina, a bad team. I have to say, when I see teams not shooting 41, 42%, like these guys are under 40% for the year, I could see laying 16. I mean, you want to? Sure, I'm not going to talk you off it. Whiskey, Maryland. I'm leaning Maryland. Excuse me. I'll lean Wisconsin here and the under. The Karma's in the house. Memphis, Denver, and the Wizards in the Nothing But Action League today. Memphis over Golden State. I get it. Michael brought up good points on Memphis there. Denver in the 8. I almost used Denver too. I mean, how are these guys getting 8 points? Why do I think this is? You think it would be a close game? I don't know. Is this going to be like UConn laying 8 to a Xavier team and the game's not even close? Like Milwaukee laying 8? Is this a 10-point game? That's just who's out for Denver? And the Wizards. I mean, fading the Rockets, I guess, is something to do. They finally broke their losing streak. But is that the Karma? Is that where we're going to jump into that game? That's what you want to do? Wizards, Rockets? Come on, man.
Stop it. Get some help.
I had to pull out to get some help from that. I can't. No, thank you. Robert, Creighton St. John's over the total. Yeah, 150. It's a big number there. Yes. And even St. John's getting 10, I think, is a generous number. Marcos, Wake Forest first pit 3-point spread. I lean Wake Forest, St. Joe, and George Mason, or is that George Washington? George Washington. I guess I'll lean GW there. And again, 18 IUPUI. I got nothing to say about these big games like this. I mean, the 2 SEC games, I would lean Dogging in Tennessee because Tennessee has Texas on deck. But in the other one, Florida, South Carolina, I would say just Florida because South Carolina's shooting 39%. Texas fixing to kick Georgia from Knoxville to Valdesto, says Rob. Yeah, but you're laying 17 points. Are they going to be up 20 the whole game? Is this a 20-point win? Maybe. Maybe it's just a tune-up for the next game on deck. I don't know. I'm not running the lay. You know why? Because I told you to take Toledo last time minus 20. How'd that work out? Again, I don't like to do that. Anthony coming in, show me some love on Temple minus 5.5 over South Florida. You know it. those who don't know, Pound it. He's a South Florida guy, and the Bulls he knows are absolutely trash, whether it be college hoops or college football. It is a fade away. This guy, he goes into the gym and plays pickup games against him and beats him 1-on-5. Marcos, I like your workout plan, Nick. Sounds like good. Yeah, the squat. Let me tell you, I do squats for like a day or two, and like now I shave my head usually probably like twice a week, 3 times a week. Right, it comes back in. When I start doing squats, like a lot of squats, like 100+ squats a day, and I'm gonna work out in the morning for an hour. Holy cow! I got to shave every day. Like it just sprouts. They say like it releases like the testosterone from like your thighs, like where it comes with them. I don't know. Listen, I'm no medical expert. I haven't been on Twitter long enough to be considered a medical expert. But apparently, whatever. And I just have to shave like every day. I get my shadow on my head from the squats. Squats suck. They're terrible. But I don't know. Those burpees, nobody on Instagram ever loses. No. That's why I mean, I Jess, and Jess, it's like you've been in as long as I have. Been around a long time. And you see like people just post crap on Instagram or TikTok or Twitter. You're like, and you see the followers, you're like, what the heck, bro? Really? This is I don't know. I mean, I, I've seen like the posting of the ticket. Listen, I could post $50,000 tickets too on both sides and look like I'm a genius. Who, right? Again, you never see these people. Put a face to it. This is as much, and not to bring up like the '80s kind of guys, like the Two for Money crew. We're not gonna mention any names. At least, all right, they give out two sides on the line. At least you give them the respect to come on. They had a TV show, right? The face was out there. They were in papers. They put a picture of themselves, mostly probably, and then it was probably a real picture. But how do you just? I don't get it. I just, well, whatever. That's another show. Jess should do that. Drake blows an 18-point halftime lead. Brutal. Drake 18-point half. Bulls killed me, says Marcos. They were up at choke the game. Again, this is why I don't like to. I'm just tuning in for a final score, Marcos. I tune in for a final score. Now, Super Bowl, March Madness. I'm at the fan caves in AC, wherever. If I'm in Vegas for an event, I get it. I'll sit at Sportsbook. I don't like sitting around watching stuff like that. It's fun to watch people act a fool, yelling and screaming, and they find out they have like a, fight out. Like, come on, man. Better forget it. I can't watch that. That's kind of stuff. I'd have a garage full of 40-inch flat screens with my all cracked in the middle for me, hitting with combinations. Watching stuff like that. No, thank you. Give me the final. I come in. I do my shows. I got my picks already done. 6, 7 o'clock. I have all my college done for the next day. I got the lines. I got my lines, the lines. Let's go to work. And then pop in around 11:30. See the finals. Shake my head. Maybe dig into a little box score, especially college hoops. If I got team shooting 9 of 27 from the free throw line or something. It's not worth watching. Not worth watching. Maurice, good afternoon. I got Valpo +8. I kind of like Valpo. This was a 10 last night, and I'm like, wow, or 9.5. I'm like, Valpo, huh? Yeah, I do like Valpo. Providence first half against Butler. Sure. I was killing Butler earlier in the show. I didn't give any respect to UConn for beating them by 30 there. Belmont -13. Again, big number on the road. Evansville. I don't know. 13, I might lean a little home dog there with Evansville. A little purple aces. And took the under UConn game. Payback from that 14. Yes and no. Xavier's playing good basketball. They've won 8 of 10, 9 of 10. I'm getting a touchdown. I'm interested in a dog. Joaquim's coming in today's parlay. Rangers, Islanders, money lines. Let's see what these. These are money lines. So we got a Ranger as a dog. Excellent. Islanders, basically even money. Sure, we could do that. Sacramento Kings over tonight against the Raptors. I get it. They played no defense. Toronto first game on the road. Let's go. Get some offense going. The Nets over. Who's BK got against the Sixers? First game back for Sixers. Nice road trip. They're playing well. Okay, we can do that. Yes. Providence over Butler minus a 10. Okay, yes. Alabama's rolling right along. No problem laying 12 in there. And Maryland minus the 5. That'd be my weakest of the ones out of those. Don Perez, my man Higgs, we bounce back. Let's get it. We're trying. We got to try. Like the Kings minus 3 thoughts. I know you hate the NBA. Caught your eye. See, it caught your eye, but it caught my eye the exact opposite. I got the Raptors here 3.5 in the video. Nathan, Georgia Dogs plus 16. That's what I said. I mean, you're getting 16 here. Is it worth a shot with Tennessee? Well, I think they got Texas on deck, is what I said. Marcos, Northern Iowa plus 8. Minus 8. That's a minus 8 against Valpo. Again, this line was 9.5 last night against Valpo. Citadel plus 7. Where's the Citadel? I don't even know. Is it Citadel? Where are they playing at? Western Carolina, huh? I kind of like Western Carolina. Mercer plus 5 against East Tennessee. I think I want to lean a little Mercer. There. That one's okay. The other one, West Carolina, I'm on. Robert coming in. Got you thinking UConn. You definitely don't got me thinking UConn. No way. Nah. Apologies for the Toledo pick. I don't understand that disaster. Yeah, Toledo. Terrible. Illinois State has it terrible. Bradley killed Valpo, beat Illinois State by 20. Here's the thing, though, Dave. You start like saying, well, they beat this team by this and this team by that and this team lost to that. You can't go off that. You can't. That does not mean college hoops is a lot of teams winning at home, losing on the road. And we see with these, like the top 25 kind of matchups, teams on the road laying a point or two, lose outright. I really don't get into this team beat this team, and then this happened with that team, and then together it's this. Marcos paid 17 grand. Didn't matter because Dallas just had to be Washington, but lost by 1. Oh my goodness. I had Kent straight up either way. Dallas could have beat the Wizards. Or is that the Capitals? Nathan, as I get older, I've learned to preserve myself as well as use hard contact sports, wrestling, basketball, football. Yeah, man. Like some days I don't feel like I'm old sometimes. Like it's not like I joke like sometimes I'll get out like my son's there. He calls me old man. I'm like, I'll still kick your ass, But like I'll get up and be like, ugh. Like I don't wake up feeling achy, Like I don't wake up like, oh, I'm sore, my back hurts, my neck hurts, my knees. Like that's not it. It just feels like, you feel like you put a couple pounds on. I'm like, I gotta get on it. It doesn't get easy. Marcos, so the Northern Illinois on a money line plus 640 mistake was good for as far as me taking Kent State minus the Mavs. Let me know. The Mavericks. No betting allowed NBA, Marcos. What is there to say? Michael, so if you want to get back in shape, you need to build up your cardio. I would suggest alternating days, lifting weights, and cardio, running, jogging, rope. Yeah, I do. Not that I used to do like kind of like a HIIT class, those kind of things. Like I did a cardio kick was great. It was like a little running and you do some kicks and punching like back and forth, like side to sides. Like I don't do weights all the time. My workout is jacks for cardio, push-ups, burpees. It's like a mix of I'm not just one day doing everything, even when I had gym membership, I was like, I'm gonna go bench press. I'm not bench pressing, I'll do some like reverse rows on the thing. I'll pull myself up. Because again, that's just using my own body weight. And listen, anytime you're over 250, 260, 270, push-ups and any kind of body weight exercises, it's as I think it is. I mean, again, I'm no personal trainer, but one more question from Maurice. What do you got here? St. Bonnie's great at home, but the line is coming down. 4 to Moan, 5 ATS against St. Bonaventure. Where's the money going? I mean, if the line, again, this was a 3.5 last night. I kind of like Fordham. But Maurice, if you have like questions like when you see this, like I like this, and not that I have the right answer on either side, but when you're going through games and there's X amount of games today, you could just like move on to it. Like when I go through my games, I have my little number set up, and that's it. If they're not matching up, I'm not really digging. That's why you watch me do a show. I'm like, oh, let me go look, because if it wasn't near anything of mine, I, I'm not gonna dig into it. There's too many games to go over every game. I mean, you gotta go over every single game and try to find something on every game. Wow. Um, and I don't like for this one, I would probably lean a little for him, but I don't know, not enough to bet it, because I could also say that make a case for St. Bonaventure. And the hardest part of the show race for me is when people come in and they like something, and I don't have it bet. It wasn't on my Fordham St. Bonnie, nowhere near anything, not even a little mark like I thought about it. And then you're ready to bet it, or someone else is ready to bet it, or a different side. And I don't want to talk you off something you're ready to bet. You obviously liked it for a reason. You know. Michael, someone must be out Denver to be 8, right? Exactly. Why is it 8? Tim says nothing but action. Yeah, I always say it all the time. I say playoffs, nothing but action. Regular season, no betting allowed. That's a good little abbreviation. Tim got that from me in the show here, Nate. I say that all the time in the show. And on the free picks or picks and parlays. Bill McDonald. Cougars bounce back lows. I want to see how they respond, Bill, honestly. I mean, terrible game versus Temple. You played a kind of close one versus UCF the other day, right? That game was, I don't think UCF covered. It was a short line. $71-65, New Year's Eve. Now you're 10 on the road off of a 55, 54, 56, whatever the game was. I want to see him bounce back. Marcos is laughing at me. Rob coming in. I grabbed Toledo late, second half, -3.5, -108. And he got there. Only one down. I feel like Lakers should be a lock. AD is back. Here we go. Here we go. Lakers should be a lock today. AD. How much is he playing today? Now you're playing San Antonio, who's garbage. I mean, the total's 240. When guys come back, only one. This is the way I look at it. And again, I'm not the one. You got 100 grand in your photo here, right? I'm guessing those are 10 dimers, or maybe they're singles. That could be $100. I have no idea what they are. You're betting on this guy coming back who hasn't played in. Let's all count the ways. Anthony Davis. Let's see. Hasn't played since December 16th. A month and a half, basically. And you're coming in thinking you guys gonna have a monster game today? Okay, I gotta see. I mean, maybe he comes right back in, plays 38 minutes, scores 35 points, and gets 18 rebounds. All right, that's a typical AD game. Well, he had 10 versus Denver. Before that, 37, 34, 31. Then he had 1 point, 55, 44. He was on a nice little run, averaging 29 points a game before getting hurt. Well, he's not really. So I don't know. I'd be hesitant. That's my reason. Off a month. It wasn't like a day or two. We'll see. We'll see. I'm getting a pen out, only one, just so I can remember to look at AD. AD. LA Lakers. I just have to, and that's how I'm going to come in here and be like, hey, I didn't even write down the whole lock thing. This is just the Laker talk or AD talk. Nathan, if I shaved every day, I think I'd become a raw temperatures. I believe at 18 degrees here last night. Yeah, sometimes it gets a little chilly up top. I get a little dry depending on the weather outside. But I usually try to do it like every other day, every 3 days. I think you can see a little shadow. This is, same on my head. You can see a little darkness. Reynolds, what's your thoughts on IUPUI stinky? Listen, no thank you. Fort Wayne, Indiana, Purdue. I don't want to get involved with IUPU stinky. Why, Reynolds? What are we looking at this game for? I shouldn't say why we look at this game. I understand, Reynolds, because a lot of people, have you seen the comments in here? Hey, Tennessee minus 18, Florida minus 16, whoever minus 10. Big faves. People like to just throw money line parlays in. I understand. Me, those big games, I just kind of move away from. If I don't like the dog, I'm not taking a fave. And maybe it's because after 30 something years, I find it like, all right, I could bet a fave minus 15 or 20 in college hoops or NBA, whatever the case may be, football, and win a game. Maybe I'm just my mindset where I'm like, I want to make it more challenging for myself. And I don't even know what it is. Those games I don't even look at. I can't even lie. I've said it before. I just bypass those huge lines. Unless the dog sticks out to me. They're just nearly auto passes. Tate the Great in the house. Welcome. Nathan coming in. NC State killed my 5-teamer against crappy Notre Dame. And Notre Dame showed up. They didn't show up the game before when they said the coach was retiring. Notre Dame's not a team I want to bet on. I mean, here's the thing. If you're going to fade the Notre Dame, I know it was an NC State for you. But for me, it would have been I'm not really betting on Notre Dame. So keep it up. Fade Notre Dame again. Next game out. Ron says, I'm a sucker for punishment. Okie State plus 8.5. Watch that disaster. I had it. I had Oklahoma State with you. Then followed up by staying up late and watching LeBron get killed. Couldn't cover 5.5. That's a tough night. Tater Great. Make your free throws, kids. That's a money maker. Seriously, the free throws kill me. That's why I don't like. And I love watching. I'll throw the ESPN on 3 on. I don't lie. I like watching my Summit League and Big Sky Basketball and Ohio Valley and all the small ones. I love watching it. My eyes hurt when these kids go to free throw line and throw up absolute bricks. They're building their outdoor rec facilities. The bricks are throwing up out of here. Holy cow. It's terrible. Chattanooga for sure, Tate the Great says. I actually like Tulane, also to Wichita State. Yeah, the Wichita State line, again, I mentioned them against SMU. I'm not a huge SMU guy. I was kind of down on Wichita State, but I like Tulane. I think Tulane's a tough little team there. So you're getting, what's that, a 1? Yeah, money line Tulane. I get it. It's one of those, listen, Tulane, either Tulane wins or it's going to be Wichita State. The game's a pick 'em. Yeah, Chattanooga line scares me. I don't know why it's so low. Marcos coming in. Greensville minus 16. Here we go. Another big fave here over VMI. Under the 132. I like NCG, but I can't lay that kind of. Cal Baptist. Arlington is a rough squad, but I would lean to the home dog there, believe it or not. Nathan coming in. Want to bet Belmont, but now Higgs has me second guessing a big line. That's just me. You're laying 12-13 on the road. I don't care how bad the team is. That's something I do. And you have to look at it, Nathan, as it's not just one game to me. It is 1,000 games this year. 1,000, it's a long game. And double-digit faves on the road in any sport is not a long-term moneymaker. It's man. I feel like I want to sit out there with a little sign, prove me wrong that betting 12-point faves on the road makes you money over 1,000 games. I don't think it does, and I'm not trying it out. Quincy's coming in. Jazz and Portland, a little NBA. I'm gonna have to lean Portland there. Let's go, Trailblazers. The Jazz, we don't. No, thank you, Jazz. Eric coming in. Hey, Eggs, do you have any crazy Super Bowl prop tickets? No. Nothing. I don't even. I don't think I even went even mid-season grade. I think I might have grabbed the Cincy somewhere along the line in December, or maybe Thanksgiving-ish, but not for crazy. That's what I got to do tomorrow. I got to get some props up for this weekend of NFL for the 2 games. I'll try to throw, and I know I just put touchdown props up. I'll try to do some yardage props as well. Darius saying Sixers in the over. Yes. Fade the Nets, no problem. Markel's here, my main man. Good morning. Take the grade. Higgs doesn't work out. He does ninja training. Yeah. Yeah, I'm the Chris Farley ninja. What was that? What was that one when Chris Farley was the ninja? Do I wear a headband? Yeah. I'm like Johnny Lawrence. I put a headband on. Nathan's got jokes. This guy does ninja training, headbands. What else we got going on? I put a Walkman on. I got a little Walkman on my thing. A little fanny pack. Darius coming. OKC money line, Bucks alternate line, Wiz money line. All right, let's start out with the Bucks line. All right, you're buying down some points here. I don't ever recommend that. Obviously, I'm just right. We're all assuming, and when you assume, usually make an ass out of you and me. But I gotta guess that somebody's out for Denver for this line to be 8. And that being said, I almost want to. If nobody's out, I want to take Milwaukee. I think they're begging you to take Denver. The Thunder. Where's OKC? Against the Hawks at home. I want to take Atlanta here. Why is this line flip? I don't like that. And the Wizards versus the Rockets. No. I pulled this out for somebody else, Darius, and I'm pulling it out for you. Getting involved with any kind of Rocket game.
Stop it. Get some help.
No. Darius says Niners win the whole thing this year. Behind the pretty. Well, Niner talk is going to be interesting. And we hear, what are they doing QB-wise with this squad? Even if they lose, your third stringer took you to the championship game. We know Garoppolo's leaving. My bet is he goes to the Jets. You're just handing Lance the job? You're saying this is a quarterback competition. You see Trey Lance play last year? He didn't look good in preseason. I'll give him a pass in a monsoon. And then talk about bringing in Brady or somebody here? Why? What are they doing? Robert, the picture beginning of the show, any significance? What picture? This? That picture? What picture are you talking about? The little llama? Or the picture when the music comes on? Because that's the picture back there. Let me know. Where's the Ninjas here? Welcome, my friend. How are you today? Wolford Chattanooga over to 145. You want to go? I'll go okay with that because I like Chattanooga today. So I need a ton of points to guarantee a cover. So I will say yes to that, Ninja. Texas A&M plus 4.5. Yes. Hey, Marcos, I don't know if you see the free picks that are scrolling in the chat or that I read out during the day. Xavier, Stanford, Chattanooga, Texas A&M, and San Diego State, but they are in the pick. They're in the chat here, in the picks. Sheesh. Lock it in with the king. Look at this guy. He's been working out. Brandon, good morning, Craig. How are you? I am good. Thanks for popping in today. How are you this morning? Appreciate you coming in every day, Brandon. Thank you. Busy man, business is picking up. There you go. Hey, listen. You win. People follow you. It's times are good, King D. You know me. Living the dream, baby. Markel, Spurs money line since he said that. And LeBron sits. LeBron's out tonight. With the Lakers, again, LeBron might sit. AD is coming back. You don't know how long he's playing. And the Spurs. No, this is why I say no betting allowed. I have no idea what's going on at 1 o'clock on a Wednesday with these guys. Markel's laughing. Marcos, Mississippi State, Alabama, 12 spread. Bama. Bama at 12. I'll take a shot. How the heck are you getting in front of Alabama the way they're playing? I mean, we talk about Georgia laying 15 on the road or Tennessee or whatever at home laying 17. Now you flip to a team like Alabama who's just been running roughshod over teams. I don't want to take 12 with Mississippi State. Brandon, what do you think about the Rockets and the Wizards? All right, I know you're a Houston guy, so how about we just take the over? I don't know. Crate -10 for St. John's. I like St. John's and the over here, Marcos. Tulane, we like Tulane, and I don't nothing really on a total there. You want to go under against Wichita State? I mean I get it. Sure. I lean Tulane, but again to pick them. Stevenson Wizards 0-5 last 5 in Houston. Steve, but Houston's lost. All right, they just won. But besides that, they covered 2 of their last 20 games. I can't. I can't. I don't like betting on bad teams. And Washington, back to back. Washington's a bad team. Houston. If I'm betting the NBA tonight, and I'm not, I got 2 picks in here as free picks. Warriors and Raptors. That's where I would lean for NBA tonight. And maybe the Bucks, because that line looks outrageous to me. Marco says TCU blew out Oklahoma. 5 points was no good at all. I know. I had them. I mean, look at I had Florida State, loser. Ohio State, loser. Vanderbilt, loser. Oklahoma State, loser. I won in K-State, the only one. The only one I had. Big Waves. Good morning, my friend. My surfer buddy. Auburn, Rhode Island, Illinois State. So, I'm guessing this is a 3-teamer for you. Are you going to you're probably in this up or we're straight up here? I like A&M in the chat. If you want to take Rhode Island here against Dayton, a little home dog, sure. I'm not going to say no to that. That's a 9 now, huh? Wow. Okay. It's gone up a bit. Still like it. And Illinois State, another doggy here. That Bradley line just keeps going up, which concerns me. I mean, but again, a 15-point dog. I said it with Georgia. I said it with South Carolina. You want to take these kind of big dogs, I really don't mind. Rob's coming in. Good morning. Nathan's in the house. Niners and Bengals to advance. I'm not going to say no to those teams. I get it. Eric, I mean, do you bet like the Gatorade color? Oh, no. I don't bet any of those kind of crazy things. Never. Javier plus 6.5. Yes, Xavier in the chat listed. Xavier, Stanford, Chattanooga, Texas A&M, San Diego State with our college basketball free picks today. How'd that Florida State plus 3 to hook work out for you against Miami? You and the whole chat yesterday on them plus. Here, Marcos, here's the thing though, kid. When I'm on it first, that doesn't count that the chat's on it. When I say when the chat comes in after me, then I know I'm in trouble. It didn't work out. It was terrible. And I say all the time when the chat, although the chat was on my Sixer Portland game, right? And that house somehow pulled out a miracle win. But yeah, a lot of times I don't like being on the same side as everybody. Indy minus a 9 against Minnesota. Yeah, I mean, I like the Hoosiers, but I might have to take 9 at home here. I don't know. Listen, you don't got to play that game, Marcos. Steven, why would you go against Indiana? A couple bad days, but we're playing tough before that. Are we doing who? Indiana who? Are you talking Indiana Pacers or are we talking Indiana Hoosiers here? I mean, I had Indiana the other night versus Illinois as a dog. So I don't mind. I'm not saying I don't like Indiana. We had them against Illinois. We said in the chat here to take them against Michigan State. So I'm just saying 9 on the road. It's just a big number. I don't like double digits laying in the conference. And Minnesota's bad. Minnesota's the worst in the Big Ten. And I don't think it's close. Navy Bucknell. Yes, it is. What do we got here? 36-5-2-5. I would lean a little Navy. The line's come up. It was a 1. I guess Navy's still the play here. Midshipman. Bills here. Sorry to step out. Did you like Houston minus 10 tonight? This is a game I just want to see how they respond after a bad game. See what kind of team they are. You're off a bad loss. Are you going to come in here and rout UCF, who played you close on New Year's Eve, or no? Markel's leaning on the Hawks. I just feel like Hawks have more size and depth in the NBA over the Oklahoma City Thunder. I just like it because, listen, the line flips and people are betting OKC. I'll just say Atlanta. Did not bet it. Robert says the llama. He's in the house. There it is back there. Big llama drama. Burrow takes Super Bowl trophy this year, says Big Waves. Why not? He was a bridesmaid last year. He caught the bouquet. He's going back. Extra board Lehigh Holy Cross. Leaning Lehigh, but I don't know. Maybe Holy Cross money line. None of the one game that kind of stuck out to me was the Vermont game because it opened at 6 and I saw a 9 on it. Fernando, it's going. Kind of bounced back. Bad day yesterday. Terrible. San Diego State, yes, Nathan. Rise above anything. Welcome again, my friend. Good morning to you. Good to see you again. You came back even though I gave losers yesterday, so I appreciate that. Sometimes they have a bad day. Beverly Hills Ninja, the Chris Farley Ninja movie. Yes, I am the Chris Farley Ninja movie guy. Chris Farley, that guy was funny. Corey Jones checking in home late. I'm moving on Xavier Day, straight bet only. Why not take the 6.5, 7? I don't hate it. Rob Franklin says he's with me on Texas A&M. Yep, A&M and the free picks. Brandon, not a man on this morning for Howie Burns to come on. Wait, not a man on this morning for Howie Burns to come on. I'm confused here. Brandon, what happened here? What is that? You gotta fix that up for me. Robertson, should have been more clear. The intro music. Oh, so the llama is just a picture that we have in the chat. And the music is just the music. I don't know. Thought a nice little beat. And then our guy Exhibit hits us with a welcome. What kind of music should I have on? What do you think for a welcome? For a little intro? Come on, Rob. You hear that music, you know what time it is. Nathan is with it. He likes surfing. Marcos, Denver played last night. Might rest the big guy. Maybe to rest him. I mean, obviously you think so by seeing an 8, right? Yeah, it has to be. I like Providence 9.5 versus Butler. Yes, we do not like Butler. I said all the time, I do not like Butler one bit. Temple minus 6 over South Florida. Yes, we had our South Florida connection come in here and say fade South Florida as well. Stanford's at 14 now, 18 versus Chicago State. I know. Listen, Chicago State's a bad team. I will take 18. I don't think Stanford should be an 18-point favorite. Marcos, I see them now. I missed your free pick part. My bad. That's okay. They're there. They're always scrolling along. I try to repeat them a couple times in the show. But King D, take it easy. Still getting scheduled adjusted with the new baby. Yes. Well, listen, even when they're not little babies, you got to adjust the schedule. When they're older, when you got practices and nonsense to pick them up at. You're always adjusting the schedule for those little guys coming into our lives. James is in the house. Welcome. Did I hear what happened to Kansas City Chiefs quarterback? No, I did not. What happened to the Kansas City Chiefs quarterback? News to me, Brandon. Let the chat know. I don't think anybody knows. James, I'm on the Niners and Natty. Natty who? Rob, Cal Baptist minus 4. I kind of like Arlington. Again, didn't bet it. Asheville, yes. I like UNC Asheville. Robert's coming in. Tough spot for Rhode Island. Dayton later points. Rhode Island's probably the worst A-10. They are bad, but I mean, you're getting 9 points. I can see taking a dog. And I've said multiple times, and people probably get bored of hearing me say it. If it's, you don't gotta bet. If you like something, for whatever reason, go bet it. These kind of games, I write my lands down. You know, I have my preliminary what I think lines are going to be ahead of time, right? And then I'll check to go see Kempom or Haslam or Bartovic numbers, right? And then the lines come out. Listen, by 7 o'clock, I want to have all my numbers, and I don't want to be influenced by lines coming down, lines going up. Like I want I know where I'm at. These games, some some days I can have like 30 games I love, and I got to kind of carve them down because I can't put 30 on the site, and even betting 300 a game, that's a big chunk. You take a 5 and 20 day or something like that. Uh, so if they don't fit my things, I'm not looking, and you should do the same. Like just don't immediately. And a lot of people do it in the chat, Rob. Like they see a favor, like, oh, they got to win, or 8-point fave, 9-point fave, 13. I don't even like looking at those. I called the Canes yesterday. Yeah, there's a lot of Canes love here. Again, I had Florida State. I've been on Florida State since the beginning of the year. I have a Florida State ticket to win the ACC. I don't know if that's good or bad. Probably bad because you're not doing good. Kid, you had to stop by the show and show my guys some love. Appreciate it. Go follow the King on Twitter. Lock it in with the King D. He's on there. Steven, reason for taking Toronto over one of the best teams in the NBA. Absolutely. Exactly why I'm taking Toronto. Because the line is coming down and Sacramento is red hot. Why is the line coming down? Toronto's played like garbage the last month. This line was 4, 3.5. It's down to 3 in some spots. Toronto outright, Steven. Why don't people parlay do round robins? Interesting. Now the old round robin, and it's basically the parlay, except it's a 3-team parlay because it's team 1 and team 2 and team 1 and team 3 and team 2 and team 3 all together. So a 2-1 would you make your money? But I don't think why this is probably why we're nice because when it loses, and you lose different parts of that, and I mean maybe they're don't want to. I don't know. I did some round robins back in my early betting days. Again, though, with these things, if you straight bet games and you go 2-1, and again, we're not talking money lines. People have their money. You know what? I'm going to kick out of. If you're watching on Picks and Parlays, I'm closing the show out because I still got some comments here. A lot of comments. So I'm going to close out on Picks and Parlays because Alley show's coming on. So I'm going to. I don't even know if I could end that show. Well, actually, you know what? I got to get through these. I don't know if I could. If I hit remove, I don't know if that takes it totally out. And to find out later. So let me get through these first. Extra board, Vermont, Birmingham, Binghamton. Holy cow. See, this is what happens when I got to race through all these things. Eileen, Vermont. Marco, San Diego State plus -7. Yes, I like San Diego State there, Marcos. Darius, with NBA yesterday, best chances player props, at least if they rule that's voided. Yes. Again, wait till the NBA the last minute, Darius. It's tough. I say it all the time here. Come in here 10 hours early and try to pick an NBA game. Marcos, Texas A&M has moved to a 4 now. I still like A&M. Stephen Porter says the Pacers tonight against Orlando +6. I'll take a shot at +6. I mean, the Pacers have not played well, and not that I like Orlando laying 6, but I could see taking Indiana on 6 there. Rise Above says happens. It's all good. I understand. I just you're like the first day in here, and all of a sudden I give out 4 picks college basketball. They all lost. That's almost English. Yeah, Marcus. That's why I just say to Miami, I say, yeah, you were right. We joke about when everybody's on one side, it's a loser. But I don't, if everybody's on like a dog of mine, and it's a dog that I didn't think people would be on, I do get worried. Marco says the Hoosiers, they're playing good ball. I ran through their things. We built this city on rock and roll. You're singing. That's what you work out to in the morning, Nathan? I actually like it. Very catchy. That's not We Built the City, that song. That is not We Built the City. Yeah, it's a catchy little tune, right? Fernando, watch the game this Sunday. I don't know. I'll decide, Fernando. I got a couple things going on, so I'm not 100% what my game plan is this weekend because a couple things came up with the family. So I'll let you know ahead of time. You're like me. You're with the kids. You're an on the fly guy with me. Like, hey, who knows what'll happen? Valpo, I like Valpo in the points. Yes, Rob. UCF under. You want to go under there? I don't know. Like this Houston game, are they going to blow it up? and come out and crush these guys like 80-60 and it goes over the total because we're off a bad loss, it's a pass for me. It's a pass. Pelicans or the Woods. Oscars coming in. I'm going to lean to the Wolves, believe it or not. I don't want anything to do with the Pelicans. Playing pretty bad. Brandon says, I'm waiting for an eye burns. We come on after you. Yeah, Ali Burns is coming on shortly. Rob, St. John's Creighton over. Yes, and I lean St. John's, Rob. San Diego State, yes, we like that. Nathan, on Cold Cash Ice. Oilers money line. Oh, get out. You know, I can't even look at these. Oilers money line minus 380. Goodbye, Nathan. I can't even look at that. I can't even look at your next two. Almost hit a 13-teamer yesterday. 12 out of 13. 12-1 and you lose. Rise above. I can't do it. Do you know what music you have to choose a different music for? You don't like my music to start? Come on, Brandon. Nathan says, Darius and Hicks, people want to parlay rather than run robin due to greed. People don't want to take the lower pad. I get it. I mean, again. Higgs opener from the movies Four Brothers. You got to tune in tomorrow. I'll tell you this song. Rise above. Orlando and the over. Magic and Pacers over the total. No opinion there. I mean, I like the Magic. I don't like Magic when they're 6-point faves, even against a bad Pacer team. The Pacers been terrible without Haliburton. And Rob's coming with his guy, Drzaddle, on the ice to score a goal, a moneymaker. I have no idea who this guy even plays on, but every time Rob's put it in here, the next day Tim says it hit. So there's that. All right, Ali Burns is up next. I'm getting out of here. The free picks are in the chat. Xavier, Sanford, Chattanooga, A&M, San Diego State, Warriors, Raptors in the NBA.